Today we're here to welcome and introduce three new coaches to the UVI family, where I am very excited about. Okay, Coach John, come on to the podium.
Well, I know everybody probably want to know what's Coach Jones's goal and vision as a basketball coach. Right now, we are finishing up recruiting. We have about 4 or 5 more student athletes that we have to sign. We currently have signed 7. And our goal is to, number one, is bring in a team that's very global, that can not only just represent the Virgin Islands, but represent worldwide. We're looking for young men that's going to fit this institution academically, socially, and athletically. And like Coach Ramos said, that is going to take time, but with hard work, we're going to get it done. Also, I've hired a local guy named Jackson Delore, who's going to be my assistant coach. He is from St. Croix. He went to Central High School. We're planning for him to be here sometime this week or next week, and so he's going to help me through, the different cultures and meeting a lot of different coaches in the area. My goal as a coach is very, very simple. I don't have a list of 10 goals like some coaches, but my number one is these are student athletes. They are here to graduate. Basketball is second. My father is a retired educator. He was vice president of St. Paul's College. My mother was a retired educator. She was dean at Mississippi State University. So education is very, very important to me. One thing that I take more pride in is when my guys come here and play basketball and they leave here with a degree and they come back years later and they say, Coach Jones, thank you. You were hard on me, but I learned a lot. And that's what it's all about. So number one, they're here to be student athletes and they're here to graduate first. Second thing is we're here to win the national championship. We're not here to win 10 or 15 games and then call it a day and go home. Once you win a national championship, it's hard to go back to second place. So I promise you that we're going to work hard every single day to bring a national championship to UVI. And that will be the goal every single year. Now, when we start out the year, we'll talk about national championship, but once the season starts, it's going to be getting our guys to understand the daily grind to become a national champion. We won't talk about it much, but they'll know that that is the long-term goal. The third thing is that we must be serving to others. We must give to others. We must work in the community. We must volunteer our time. The elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, nonprofit, housing authorities, whatever that's need to be done in the community. That's one thing my staff and I will do. We will be in the community. We will help out people. If there's anything that we can do to help anybody in this room, please feel free to contact Coach Ramos, and we'll definitely be willing to serve. In closing, I just wanted to let you guys know that our first game is October 27th. We'll be having the UVI Classic on the 27th, 28th, and 29th. We're going to open up against St. Thomas University on the 27th. On the 28th, we'll play Xavier University. On the 29th, we'll play Florida National University. We would like to see this gym full to capacity. My dream is to see a line all the way out the door, because I can tell you they do love basketball here. And I think once we start winning some ball games, I think we can fill this gym up. Next, we're going to have our first basketball clinic, basketball camp. It's going to be August 3rd through the 5th. That's going to be in St. Croix from 8 in the morning to 12 o'clock. But right now it's going to be at the educational complex. August 10th through the 12th, we'll have a basketball camp here. And same times from 8 in the morning to 12 o'clock on the 10th through the 12th. Thank you.
The podium, Coach Long. Coach Long Charles Long, I'm sorry. He comes from about 25 years experience. He coached kids that have been semi-professional soccer player, professional soccer player. He has also coached teams that are graduated and right now are coaching But I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about himself, and then I want to welcome you here to the podium.
Good morning. Before I go into too much, I grew up a missionary kid in Brazil, in the streets of Brazil. I met my first, other than my family, my first American when I went to college in Chicago, and I'd never seen snow, and I suffered something totally different. And so as a coach, I realized that one of my goals is to help people with that transition process from youth to become an adult, to internalizing their values and their goals and their dreams in life, and to move forward from there. One of my goals here one of the challenges, but also goal, is combining the two islands together. And actually this afternoon I'm meeting with 6 boys from this island and a couple girls from this island. The unique task with soccer is trying to get them over there for practice and trying to coordinate over in St. Croix. We've been there about a month, just about 5 weeks. We've been there 5 weeks on island. We've already met with all the high school coaches. We've seen various games. We've met with the men's league youth. We've run a couple youth sessions already. We have a camp coming up with AYSO, a skills clinic, and we also have a camp coming up in August. The goal is try to get the community. Been there about a month, just about 5 weeks. We've been there 5 weeks on island. We've already met with all the high school coaches. We've seen various games. We've met with the men's league youth. We've run a couple youth sessions already. We have a camp coming up with AYSO, a skills clinic, and we also have a camp coming up in August. I think the administration is focused on athletics, but with a vision for academics also. And so my goal is to bring quality student athletes in here that can make a difference on the campus. When you talk about bringing people from off-island, whether they're from Brazil, whether they're from England, whether they're from mainland, whether they're from Ghana, from Africa, from anywhere, the key is bringing people who fit into the culture and to the island and bring cultural diversity, but help the program grow at the same time, as well as bringing local players from both islands. The advantage with local people is they bring fans. Someone from Brazil is not going to have mom and dad watching them play. Someone from St. Croix, St. Thomas, there's a better chance of family coming to watch and get that support. Soccer is a growing sport here in the islands also, and so my goal is to get in the community, help the kids develop. From what I can tell in St. Croix and St. Thomas, to the female soccer, about the junior level is really strong. The seniors have already kind of committed and moved on to schools in the U.S., so my goal is to convince them that this is a great option here. The first year we're going to be playing some games stateside as well as here, and also in the Puerto Rico League. The goal is eventually to be able to have a full schedule on the island over there. We also talked with Coach Ramos about doing a couple games here, so we can have soccer on both islands and get exposure for the sport here too.
Good morning. I want to officially welcome Coach Jones and Coach Long to UVI. It is our honor to have you here. From my perspective, this is a historic day for the University of the Virgin Islands athletics. It is historic because we have made a decision to move towards having full-time coaches, coaches who, as you have heard from them and heard from the introduction by Athletic Director Ramos, come with a wealth of experience, come with an understanding that our mission is not just to win games, though that's important, but to also help develop and nurture people. And that's critical to this university. Historic for this university to have a full-time men's coach, full-time women soccer, women and men's soccer, and to have a full-time women's basketball coach. And we believe that that investment of quality individuals will make a difference in the long run. So when we can have a vibrant athletic program, it's not just because we may win some games, but it is a product of the educational process of transforming lives, creating opportunities for individuals to grow, and creating a pride among our students and within this community. I believe that can happen, and I Thank all of you for the work that has already been done by our track coach who tried to make me a track star when I was a student for a day. I'm probably his greatest failure. And to our newcomers, we really are excited to have you here, and we are looking to a very, very bright future. Thank you very much.